Alright peeps, with Jurassic World Rebirth finally released and finally in the books, it's probably about time I updated my personal rankings for each film made so far. Now for those of you who don't know, I made a tier list video about a year ago now, ranking every film, but today, to keep things simple, we're going to be rating them in order of what I feel were the best and worst movies of the franchise, in order to keep things much more concise. And peeps, let me know down in the comments, what are your personal rankings for each movie? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and without any more delay, let's get started with 7th and last place. It's a no-brainer, it's gotta go to Dominion. Never in my life have I felt so personally offended by a movie's existence than this one. Dominion for me was a film that genuinely made me wish this franchise stayed dead, because everything that could go wrong did go wrong with this movie. It was incredibly unfocused, lacked any real substance or emotion, it had no idea how to handle these legacy characters and dinosaurs, and so just resulted to blatant nostalgia pandering and essentially completely disrespecting its audience and the fan base as a whole. This is probably the only Jurassic movie that I would say I hate without any question, because it's just simply put that bad. I do not feel sorry for this movie at all, and if you like this movie, good for you, but I really don't like it. Next up in 6th place, the much better Jurassic Park 3. Now, I know this movie has its fans, and I really enjoyed a lot of what this movie had going for it, but it's just not very good. Isla Sorna looks practically unrecognizable from how it was in The Lost World, and I don't even know why they bothered setting it on Isla Sorna if they were going to make so many drastic changes to it. The effects of the film just felt less believable and polished as they have been before, with a lot of the animatronics looking very robotic and just dead in comparison to the CGI counterparts. Plus, the story is just all over the place, with the Kirbys being annoying as hell, Alan not really belonging, and plus the ending being just so rushed it's laughable. At least this movie had some memorable moments, like the Spinosaurus being cool to watch, and the Pteranodon scene being genuinely great. That is probably the highlight of the movie. But aside from that, it just isn't really much going on here. It's kind of a meh movie. It has better memes than it probably deserves. But coming in at 5th place is Fallen Kingdom. Yes, one of the dumbest movies of the franchise, no doubt, but it's honestly one of the most underrated as well. It's such a blast to watch, despite its many problems, like the Claire and Owen breakup, Maisie letting the dinosaurs out in the end, and like the plot armor going on here for everyone is insane. But I just don't really care. This film was something I loved as a kid and still do, because it's just so much fun. The action is over the top, the set pieces are insane, and the effects are pretty great. This movie knows exactly how to have fun and give dinosaur action, unlike a certain other movie. In fact, one thing we have to appreciate about Fallen Kingdom here is that it took a lot of risks. You could call Fallen Kingdom many things, calling it safe is not one of them, as it completely destroyed Isla Nublar, the original island, which was a ballsy move in and of itself that paid off great with the Brachiosaurus death, and of course bringing the dinosaurs to the mainland, which had never been done before up until this point. So while it's not a great movie, it's just pure entertainment, and I will always love it for that. Next up in 4th place is actually Jurassic's newest release, Rebirth. Now look, this film has a lot of problems with it. The ending is anticlimactic and rushed. The Distortus Rex was barely in the movie despite being everywhere in the promotion, and the story was a bit weak with a very unnecessary side plot with a family that's also on the island. But this film also was the most Jurassic this franchise has felt in a while. The cinematography was great, with it looking beautiful, as not only is it shot great, but the effects in it are top notch. Everything here had impact, had scale thanks to Gareth Edwards, giving each dinosaur the respect it deserves and making them genuinely scary again. I swear, I've not been on the edge of my seat about a T-Rex this much ever since The Lost World. They brought new life to the dinosaurs, and the characters were surprisingly good also, with them having a good amount of backstory and great chemistry with one another. They definitely helped to make this film feel more worthwhile. Plus, that river raft scene, chef's kiss. That was enough for me to put it in this ranking alone. Now, we're getting into the top 3, the best of the best the franchise has to offer. And at number 3, I think I'm gonna have to give it to Jurassic World. This film legit deserves so much praise, as not only did it revive the franchise, but also arguably made it the billion-dollar franchise it is today, as it was a great way to step back into this world, with the reopened park being a fun thing to see actually realized. And the characters, while not the best, were definitely good enough for me to care, unlike the sequels. And here you don't really know who was going to live and who was going to die, which was very nice to see. Plus, of course, the Indominus Rex was just incredible, with it bringing the new idea of hybrids into the franchise as well as being a great antagonist. It was just everything you wanted to see for this type of movie. It was memorable, intimidating, and genuinely gave me goosebumps, especially during that climax, which was probably the best scene out of the entire Jurassic World trilogy. But this film does suffer from a lot of issues, like the dumb choices the characters make, and the criminal overuse of CGI being something hard to forgive. But overall, this film definitely deserves to be here, as it's arguably saved the franchise from extinction. In second place, there really was no better option than The Lost World. This film, while it's not as strong as the original, is just a whole lot of fun, while still holding the same charm the original movie did. With fantastic effects, action, and funny characters, this film had so many great moments in it, like the raptors in the tall grass scene, or the first hunt scene, or all the scenes with the buck and the doe T-Rexes. Plus, the climax in San Diego is just so much fun to watch, even if it is a bit tacked on. It may not be the most well put together movie or the most necessary, but it's a whole lot of fun with it continuing the magic from the first movie and putting an entire new spin to it. But with that being said, in first place, it of course has to go to the original movie. What else is there to say about this film that hasn't already been said? It's solid all around, with fantastic effects, story, characters, and dinosaurs. No matter how many years go by, this film still holds up, man. It's my absolute favourite movie of all time, and for a good reason. It is more than deserving to have that number 1 spot. But with that being said, here is my updated list overall. What do you guys think of my rankings? Do you agree or disagree with them? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and while you're at it, don't forget to give me your personal rankings as well, as I want to see what you guys think about this franchise too. And if you enjoyed today's video, peeps, and want to see more content just like this, then be sure to like this video and subscribe. Doing so not only tells me you want to have more content just like this, but it actually helps me make that content for you guys a whole lot faster. And with that, peeps, it's been the Pig King here, and I will see you all next time.